What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the dorm. I'm your host, Ray. Right now, I'm unboxing my latest order of model airplanes. And just like August of 2024, it's two Top Gun Maverick FA-18E Super Hornets from JC Wings. The only difference this time around is that, one, I'm in a different room, and two, it's the smaller 1/144th scale version. So, I go to pick up my package. Ordering directly from JC Wings, that presented its own challenges, but in the end, I got my models, so that's nice. So I open up the box and I follow my usual routine. I open up the first one, I inspect the model, I inspect the landing gear parts in the little bag right there. I look at the weapons tray and the weapons within the weapons tray, and then, of course, the plastic display stand that's included with these, which is something they have over their 1/72 scale counterparts. So everything with the first one is where it should be. With regards to quality and such, I'll talk about that in a moment, but overall, the model came in with everything that needed to be with it. Now, the second one. I go to open the second one, I inspect the model, I open up the weapons tray, and I inspect the weapons, and as you can see, one is missing, and that's the centerline fuel tank you see in the model there. And I assembled the display stand and put the model on the stand. Now, the last thing I needed to inspect was the landing gear parts. So I open up the bag and I pour out its contents onto my desk. And of course, all of the landing gear parts comes out along with this. Guys, I can't make this up. JC Wings gave me an extra bomb with my second Super Hornet here. That's not supposed to happen. All of the weapons are supposed to be in the weapons tray, and they are. And apparently, I guess one of the bombs escaped into the landing gear bag, and, well, here we are. I don't really know what to make of this situation. I just burst out laughing when it first happened. I wish I caught it on video, but it's something kind of funny that I figured I'd show you guys and talk about. It's not every day where you get an extra part with a model airplane. Usually it's the opposite case where something's missing, but I guess JC Wings decided to be friendly and gift me an extra piece of ordnance here, so that was pretty nice. I thought I'd share it with you guys because this is very rare that something like this happens. Now, with regards to the models themselves, I'm not going to do a full-on rant like I did with the 1/72 scale versions, but I am going to talk a bit of trash as per usual. So, as expected, the quality on these is pretty bad. There's all sorts of issues on them, paint chipping, you can see texturing on the fuselage there's some filing on the nose, just like their 1/72 scale counterparts. So yeah, quality on these is pretty bad, but it's not as bad. The reason being is because these models are smaller, so it's a lot harder to see some of the issues, and just in general, the quality might have been a bit better. So yeah, these have a few inaccuracies on them, just like the 72nd scale ones, but this time around they did get the Top Gun logo right. So that was very nice to see. If you guys heard something weird with the microphone, I put my finger over it for a second, so sorry about that. But yeah, here's the second one, and then the first one here, it's also in pretty similar condition. Strangely enough, nothing came in broken. There was only a little weird, this one is technically broken. You can see the AIM-9M missile right there, which by the way is not accurate. It should be an AIM-9X, but I don't think JC Wings had the mold for it, so they just put the next best thing there. Yeah, it's completely detached from the attachment point, but what's holding it in place is the glue from the fins there. So, task failed successfully. But yeah, these things are, as I mentioned, really tiny. Here's my 1/72 scale Hobby Master version that I have here for scale. You guys have seen this model before. I've had it since July of 2024, and I posted its review right around the same time. I think, yeah, I posted the review for this model in July of 2024. Now, I gotta be really careful. There we go. So, on the left there is the 1/144th scale version, and on the right is the 1/72 scale version. It's a pretty big size difference. It's actually right about, the 72nd scale version is right about 2 times the size of the 144th scale version. So, yeah, these things are tiny. If you're considering getting one, sure. Don't pay too much for it because, again, the quality's pretty bad. I'll do an in-depth review of these once I get home, once I finish school here in a few weeks. I'm on the final stretch. I just gotta survive a few more weeks and survive final exams, and I'll be out of here. So yeah, no reviews coming for the next at least 4 weeks, and then after that, I'm off to the races. The reason I say that specifically is because just it's an inside joke with my friends and I. Yeah, these things, yeah, they're decent. Oh, one thing I do want to point out is that the canopies, they do open, and they're very loose. So if you're to hold the model upside down, the canopy will open. So be very careful when handling your model. It's very easy to break this part as well. And yeah. Oh, also, yeah, you did see that all of these little landing gear pieces, you have to assemble those into the model, and you are not doing that without precision tweezers. So if you're ordering one of these, make sure you have tweezers. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good day. It's going to be really hard to attach the gear pieces if you want the extended parts. If you want the retracted parts, you can try doing that by hand, but I don't recommend it because, again, these parts are really small. Like, here's my finger, and then there's the parts. I swear. Jeez. Where is my ruler at? I usually... Geez, the memes write themselves. We Americans, we will use anything but the metric system to measure stuff. All right, here we go. Yeah, here's a ruler next to the parts, and then here's the ruler next to the model. So yeah, this thing is absolutely tiny. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. If you got any questions about the model, let me know. As promised, I'll try to get my review out probably 4 weeks from now. Once I get home and settled in. There's a lot of chaos going on in my personal life and my school life, as you guys have figured out already. So, yeah, I'll get those out if and when I can. But that's all I've got for today. As always, yeah, comment if you have any questions or anything. If you're new here, welcome. Sorry for the informal video. And stay tuned for the review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.